So my story goes back to about a year and 8 months ago, where I got a diagnosis for thyroid cancer. Very scary when the doctors will say the word cancer. It pretty much will bring down your word to the floor and will shake you. My approach was from the beginning to look for alternatives instead of just have it surgically removed. And along the way, I have done many things. The major one is a therapy called Gerson therapy that is very demanding physically and mentally to some extent because you have to put a lot of your energy into it. Along the way, I encountered meditation, and I learned how it helped on any healing process. And along the meditation, I ended up encountering Dr. Joe's work. And then I started to see videos from his website or from the YouTube channel with the testimonies of other people that have healed of very severe conditions. So that gave me a lot of hope, and I decided to get more into the work, and then I purchased or enrolled for his training online, and the information was just fantastic and very eye-opening. And I have a beautiful husband that helps me in every single process along the way, and together we decided that it was time for us to come to a workshop. We did. So the workshop starts, and you have a lot of things to process along the beginning, along the whole workshop. We got introduced to a testimony from this beautiful, sweet lady called Isabelle, and she had the same diagnosis that I got, and she explained how it got healed in one section of the workshop that is called the cage, which basically you get, you are being healed by people surrounding you in a circle. One of the things that Isabelle said ring the bell for me. It touched my heart. When she was giving her testimony, I was just in tears and shivering. It was very, very deep because the fact that we have the same condition. And she explained on her testimony that when she entered into the room, she got selected to be healed. When she entered into the room, she decided and said to herself, this is it, this is it, this is it. So I decided that when we will do this activity, I will do exactly what she did, because if she got healed, I can get healed too. And then that's what I did. In my case, when we did the first healing session, I didn't got selected, but out of the whole material and out of the explanations that Dr. Joe gives, is one of the things he emphasizes: what you give, you get. Consequently, I decided to put all my heart and all my love into the person that I was going to heal. And then the process started, and how the process works is you have to start to sort of march or move in circles, and then you hear his beautiful voice, and he brings you to a state of empowerment where you feel infinite and you feel the power of really engage into the activity, and you feel that you have the ability to cure, to just give all your love to the person on the floor. And then that's what I did. I got into this very powerful stage. And then we got kind of positioned into this group of 8 people, and I was standing up. During the time that I was walking, these fingers on both hands start to feel like electric impulses, not just tingling, but electric impulses. And then when I got to the group and I got in my place, I have my husband next to me. It happened that he was also in the same circle. And then another gentleman kind of crossed eyes with me, and I felt like the power that his eyes reflect. And I was very sure that it was going to be something amazing for the person on the floor, because we were healers. And before they even bring the person, I got into this trance that I have never, ever in my life experienced something like. And it starts from my feet, and I just received these very, very strong electric impulses, and then it went nuts. It went, my body started to have all these convulsions, and because it was thyroid cancer, kind of my body opened my throat towards the sky, and I feel all this energy rising up, and then something pushing. And all that happened before we even got to receive the person that will be laying on the floor for us to heal. So I finally was able to calm down myself, because one of the team leaders helped me to calm down. And then it came the time to put our hands and transmit the energy of the circle towards the person. So when that moment came, I couldn't hold my hands steady. It was just so much energy and so much love. And I was finally able to place them the way they are supposed to place for the healing. And it was just miraculous. It happened that on the same circle, another healer, not a healer, but another healer started to have, let's call it reactions, start to have these shakes. And then at the end of the session, this lady said that she felt like a burst into her ear, and now she hears properly. And just a matter of 10, 20 minutes before, she was having trouble hearing. She was losing her hearing, and now she's safe. In my personal case, I still feel the lumps on my throat, but this experience and the energy that I received from the divine tells me that I am healed. And as Dr. Joe says, sometimes you have to wait a few weeks before it completely manifests. So I just wanted to share that testimonial, because I believe it might help someone else to take the decision to come and do one of the advanced workshops, and somebody that is doing the workshop just to understand that you don't need to be the healer to get healed. The energy of the room will be so powerful that it will overcome any needs that you have in terms of healing. And I love Dr. Joe.